Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Social relations involving intrigue to gain authority or power. Office politics is often counterproductive. The opinion you hold with respect to political questions. The study of government of states and other political units. The activities and affairs involved in managing a state or a government. Unemployment dominated the politics of the interwar years. The profession devoted to governing and to political affairs. Social relations involving intrigue to gain authority or power. The opinion you hold with respect to political questions. The act of governing, exercising authority. He had considerable experience of government. The organization that is the governing authority of a political unit. The government reduced taxes. The study of government of states and other political units. Government, the system or form by which a community or other political unit is governed. Tyrannical government. The study of government of states and other political units. A relation between living organisms, especially between people. The act of looking or seeing or observing. He tried to get a better view of it. See or watch. View a show on television. Graphic art consisting of the graphic or photographic representation of a visual percept. Figure 2 shows photographic and schematic views of the equipment. Look at carefully, study mentally. View a problem. A way of regarding situations or topics, etc. Consider what follows from the positivist view. The range of the eye. They were soon out of view. A personal belief or judgment that is not founded on proof or certainty. The visual percept of a region. The most desirable feature of the park are the beautiful views. A message expressing a belief about something. The expression of a belief that is held with confidence but not substantiated by positive knowledge or proof. Deem to be. She views this quite differently from me. The range of interest or activity that can be anticipated. Outward appearance. They look the same in outward view. Purpose. The phrase, with a view to, means, with the intention of, or, for the purpose of. He took the computer with a view to pawning it. A personal belief or judgment that is not founded on proof or certainty. What are your thoughts on Haiti? The content of cognition. The main thing you are thinking about. The thought never entered my mind. The process of using your mind to consider something carefully. She paused for thought. The organized beliefs of a period or group or individual. 19th century thought. A personal belief or judgment that is not founded on proof or certainty. Tender, romantic, or nostalgic feeling or emotion. The act of persuading, or attempting to persuade, communication intended to induce belief or action. A personal belief or judgment that is not founded on proof or certainty. I am not of your persuasion. The reason for a court's judgment, as opposed to the decision itself. The legal document stating the reasons for a judicial decision. Opinions are usually written by a single judge. A personal belief or judgment that is not founded on proof or certainty. My opinion differs from yours. A message expressing a belief about something. The expression of a belief that is held with confidence but not substantiated by positive knowledge or proof. His opinions appeared frequently on the editorial page. A belief or sentiment shared by most people. The voice of the people. He asked for a poll of public opinion. A vague idea in which some confidence is placed. The branch of science that studies society and the relationships of individual within a society. An organic process that takes place in the body. Respiratory activity. The state of being active. His sphere of activity. The trait of being active, moving or acting rapidly and energetically. The level of activity declines with age. A process existing in or produced by nature, rather than by the intent of human beings. Volcanic activity. Any specific behavior. They avoided all recreational activity. Chemistry, the capacity of a substance to take part in a chemical reaction. Catalytic activity. Matters of personal concern. Get his affairs in order. Transactions of professional or public interest. News of current affairs. An open avowal, true or false, of some belief or opinion. A profession of disagreement. Affirmation of acceptance of some religion or faith. A profession of Christianity. An occupation requiring special education, especially in the liberal arts or sciences. The body of people in a learned occupation. The news spread rapidly through the medical profession. Politics based on practical rather than moral or ideological considerations. The study of the effects of economic geography on the powers of the state. Politics based on practical rather than moral or ideological considerations. The act of governing, exercising authority. The persons, or committees or departments etc., who make up a body for the purpose of administering something. He claims that the present administration is corrupt. The act of meting out justice according to the law. The act of governing, exercising authority. The tenure of a president. Things were quiet during the Eisenhower administration. A method of tending to or managing the affairs of some group of people, especially the group's business affairs. The act of administering medication. The persons, or committees or departments etc., who make up a body for the purpose of administering something. The governance of an association is responsible to its members. The act of governing, exercising authority. The act of governing, exercising authority. Regulations for the governing of state prisons. Responsible for making and enforcing rules and laws. Governing bodies. A wild and uninhabited area left in its natural condition. It was a wilderness preserved for the hawks and mountaineers. A bewildering profusion. The duties of citizenship are lost sight of in the wilderness of interests of individuals and groups. A wooded region in northeastern Virginia near Spotsylvania where bloody but inconclusive battles were fought in the American Civil War. Politics, a state of disfavor. He led the Democratic Party back from the wilderness. A fund accumulated to finance a war, or a political campaign. A conservative who advocates only minor reforms in government or politics. advocating minimal reforms, as in government or politics. A practitioner or advocate of artistic minimalism. Of or relating to artistic minimalism. Proof by a process of argument or a series of proposition proving an asserted conclusion. A visual presentation showing how something works. The lecture was accompanied by dramatic demonstrations. A show or display. The act of presenting something to sight or view. He gave the customer a demonstration. A public display of group feelings, usually of a political nature. There were violent demonstrations against the war. A show of military force or preparedness. He confused the enemy with feints and demonstrations. A secret agreement between two or more people to perform an unlawful act. A group of conspirators banded together to achieve some harmful or illegal purpose. A plot to carry out some harmful or illegal act, especially a political plot. Of a clause, capable of standing syntactically alone as a complete sentence. The main, or independent, clause in a complex sentence has at least a subject and a verb. Of political bodies, not controlled by outside forces. A neutral or uncommitted person, especially in politics. A writer or artist who sells services to different employers without a long-term contract with any of them. Free from external control and constraint. An independent mind. Not controlled by a party or interest group. A territory surrendered by Turkey or Germany after World War I and put under the tutelage of some other European power until they are able to stand by themselves. A document giving an official instruction or command. Assign authority to. Assign under a mandate. Mandate a colony. Make mandatory. The new director of the school board mandated regular tests. The commission that is given to a government and its policies through an electoral victory. An appearance in bodily form, as of a disembodied spirit. Expression without words. A public display of group feelings, usually of a political nature. A clear appearance. A manifestation of great emotion. A manifest indication of the existence or presence or nature of some person or thing. A manifestation of disease. One who spreads real or alleged scandal about another, usually for political advantage.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.